Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy Hard8, the truth for YouTube. Your favorite commentator's favorite commentator. Yeah! What's up, people? What's happening? You already know the deal. If you missed my last video I put up yesterday, go check it out. The link will be down below. Facebook groups, gamer tags, all that good shit will be down below. So please go and check it out. You dig? Now, this is going to be my review, my thoughts, my opinion, my impressions, whatever the fuck you want to call it, for the Xbox E3 conference. Yes, it just ended, and we need to dive right in. First of all, we're going to start off with the Project Scorpio being announced. Basically, it's going to be the next Xbox, a more beefier Xbox, and it will have 6 teraflops of power. But yeah, it will have 6 teraflops, and they are pushing 4K gaming, people. They are pushing 4K gaming. Now, teraflops basically has to do with speed and how fast that a machine can process information. So the more teraflops, the better. So to put it in perspective, the new GTX 1080 has 9 teraflops, and this new Xbox, whatever it's called, well, Project Scorpio, will have 6 teraflops, and they are pushing 4K gaming, people. Yeah, this ain't about 4K playback with Netflix or DVD, Blu-rays and nothing like that. Nope, they are going for the jugular on this one. 4K gaming, and this thing is supposed to release holiday 2017, so it's definitely some ways off. Now, when I heard the 4K game, and I had to laugh. You know, you motherfuckers could barely get 1080p 30 frames per second to run correctly. Now you're telling me all of a sudden with 6 teraflops, you're going to be able to be pumping out 4K games at 30 frames? During the showcase, the dude said something about 60 frames, like they'll be able to push 60 hertz or whatever like that, but I'm not sure if he's mixing that with that 4K. You did? If games are going to be 4K 60 on consoles, then they're probably going to look like Broforce or Shovel Knight or some shit like that. No way games are going to be looking like Gears of War 4 and be 4K 60. It's not happening. It's not happening. Just not enough power. I don't even believe that this 4K shit is going to be like on games that are like big budget graphical powerhouses. You know what I'm saying? Because even with the graphics cards we got now, 4K is still a struggle when it comes to certain titles. You understand what I'm saying? It's still a struggle when it comes to certain titles. So if they are going to be doing 4K 30 pretty easily, I think the graphic fidelity will be severely downgraded for this to be accomplished, because it's just not going to be enough power. It's just not. Running 4K takes a lot of power. Then running 4K at 60, oh man, takes a lot of power. The GTX 1080 is 9 teraflops, and that graphics card is a fucking beast, and it still struggles with 4K. The 980 Ti, the 980, the Titan X, all of these graphics cards are much more powerful than what's going to be in Project Scorpio, and they struggle at 4K. Well, they can pretty much do 4K 30. When I had a 980, I could do 4K 30 at max settings. Well, all the settings maxed except AA. You know what I mean? 4K 30 was kind of was knocking that off pretty easily, except when it came to games like Crysis 3. But 4K 30 is not so hard to achieve. These graphics cards we have now can actually do 4K 30 pretty easily. You know what I mean? But these graphics cards are much more beefier than what's going to be in this new Project Scorpio. You understand what I'm saying? It costs more. They're much more beefier. They're going to do a lot more than what's going to be available in the new Project Scorpio. And then by the time that's even released, the graphics cards are going to be further ahead. You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of strange to see how they're going to pull this off, man. Something's going to have to take a hit. You know what I mean? It's probably going to be the graphics. But like somebody said on Twitter, if they got 1 or 2 games that's at 4K 30, then they fulfilled their promise. You know what I mean? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. You know what I mean? I mean, it will be great if they do pull this shit off. Let's not make no mistake about that. You know what I mean? Let's not get it confused. We all want this to happen. I mean, I know I want it to happen. If they can pull this shit off, bravo. Great. Bravo. Do it. You know what I mean? I want this shit to happen. Now, don't confuse me with thinking that I don't want it to happen or whatever. Listen, I'm already gaming at 4K. I was gaming at 4K in 2014. So it ain't like I'm hating on it or nothing like that. I'm just trying to understand how they're going to pull this shit off. But if they can pull it off, please do. Please do. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, so let's move on. Now, the Microsoft conference, it was cool. It wasn't really no big deal to me. I'm looking at the conference and I'm thinking, they haven't really shown anything that's going to make somebody get up and go out and get an Xbox One. Now, they started off with the Xbox Slim or the Xbox One S, and it's going to be $299. It's 40% smaller. It's going to come with a 2 terabyte hard drive, and it does have 4K ultra playback for Blu-rays, and it's going to probably have it for streaming also. So that's all great. You know what I mean? That drops in August, and that will be the cheapest ultra 4K Blu-ray player you can get. So we'll see how that works. But I hadn't seen anything during the conference that's going to make anybody that was against Xbox all of a sudden be like, well, you know what? I'm going to get Xbox now. I mean, the regular Xbox has been $299 a bunch of times. Nobody still didn't buy it. The new Slim will be $299. Yeah, it looks different, but at the end of the day, it's the same fucking console. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't really see nothing. Gears 4 confirmed on PC. Let's get it. Now, you heard a lot of Xbox One and Windows 10 exclusive. Listen, Xbox One doesn't have any exclusives, period. You know what I mean? I know you X-Fags want to try to change the definition of exclusive, but you can't do it. The bottom line is this. Do you need an Xbox One to play any of these games? No, it's not exclusive. You know what I mean? Do you need a PC with Windows 10 to play any of these games? No, it's not exclusive. Period. If you can get it on more than one platform, it is not exclusive. You know what I mean? Now, these are Microsoft exclusives, but it's not an Xbox One exclusive, so they don't have no exclusives. But does it matter? I guess not. If you like Xbox, you like Xbox. You're going to play the games regardless. But Gears 4 will have crossplay. Yes! Yes! So if these PC fags don't want to play Gears, cool. We'll still have a bunch of fucking players because we'll be able to play with the Xbox One guys. You know what I mean? So thank you, Microsoft, for having crossplay on Gears 4. And it's Play Anywhere, so if you buy it digitally on Xbox One, you can play it on Windows 10 and vice versa. You dig? So, yeah, I'm loving that. Loving that. Thank you, Microsoft. So now I don't have to worry about if I'm going to have people to play with on Gears because now we have a bigger pool of players combined in both platforms. Thank you. They also showed off a Gears 4 exclusive Elite controller, whatever like that. It looks great. You know what I mean? But I can't see myself paying $150. They might charge more since it got the Gears branding. But it looks good. Just can't see myself paying that much for a controller. Also, Gears 4 will have Horde mode is coming back. And they showed off the single player. I wasn't too impressed with the single player. It looked okay. You know what I mean? I guess I'll have to hold judgment. I mean, I'm getting Gears regardless. The multiplayer is amazing. But the single player, I'm still haven't seen anything like amazing. I'm going to get it, play the single player, but so far haven't seen much. Maybe they're not showing all the best shit during these live previews, and that's good. You know what I mean? We already seen what they did with Uncharted 4, where they showed the best goddamn part of the game a year before it was released. So, I mean, good. Maybe they're saving the best for last. We got General ROM coming to Killer Instinct. That's great. I've been playing Killer Instinct on Windows 10 at 4K, 60 max settings. Beautiful, beautiful. It looks beautiful. So I'm cool with that. General ROM, want to see what he brings to the table. Also, they showed off Forza Horizon 3, which now will have 4-player co-op, and it is also coming to PC. And I love Forza Horizon. That is one of my favorite car games when it comes to racing, because it blends like simulation with arcade. I like Forza Horizon 2 is the shit. So I'm definitely looking forward to 3, and 3 looks great. Even that little gameplay they showed looked a little scripted, still I know Forza is going to be a good game. Forza Horizon, anyway. Much better than the regular game, the regular Forza. They showed off Recore, a little bit of gameplay of that. I guess it looked okay. I wasn't really impressed by Recore. They didn't even really like give it like a proper showing. It just was more like a trailer or whatever like that. And then they just moved on. So I thought that was one of their games they were going to be pushing. Now they're going to have like clubs on Xbox Live. Basically, it's what PS4 already has. Basically like communities. And then they're going to have like arenas, which is basically like events that PS4 already have. So you can challenge friends and all of that shit. Clubs is like you can start little community groups and talk about different shit. Basically, think about what PlayStation 4 has. It's now coming to Xbox One. So that's cool. Anytime that they can get new features. Are they copying? Whatever. Somebody got to move the needle forward. So it's all good. No big deal. But people will probably enjoy that. They showed Dead Rising 4. It's not going to be exclusive to the Xbox brand. So I believe it's coming to PS4. But it was announced for PC. So good thing. Also, Scalebound, another game we just found out, is also coming to PC. Now, they showed some gameplay. I think they got some co-op going on now. I liked it. I thought it looked cool. You know, it's a game that I'm going to keep my eye on. And it's a game I'm definitely probably going to give a shot. It looked cool to me. You know, the graphics look like they could be touched up a little bit more, but we'll see how the final product look. But I'm interested in Scalebound so far. Look cool. They show Sea of Thieves. Don't care. That's not really a game for me. Didn't seem interesting, and I definitely ain't like the way they presented it with these loud ass fucking commentators, these fake ass PewDiePie clones and shit, like all this screaming and all that. Like, come on, that shit don't hype me up. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit don't hype me the fuck up, because don't nobody be playing like that unless it's some goddamn multiplayer and motherfuckers raging. That's when the fuck I'm screaming. But as far as like from excitement, no, not necessarily. They showed State of Decay 2, which looks pretty cool. I hope it's a lot better than the first one. I hope it looks a lot better than the first one. But, you know, more zombies, whatever like that. You know, people love zombies. But it looked cool. We'll see how it goes. They showed a little bit of gameplay here and there. But we'll see how it turns out. And that's about it. I mean, they showed a bunch of other shit that was like multi-plats that ain't no need to touch on, like Final Fantasy and all of that. But for the most part, I thought the Xbox joint was pretty decent. I mean, I know a lot of people on Twitter was like, this shit is whack. It's one of the worst in a few years. I don't know. I ain't feel like it was like bad. I mean, I felt like a lot of shit they showed we already knew about. You understand what I'm saying? Besides, I mean, we knew the Scorpio was coming, but it's nice that it's now confirmed. But, you know, the best thing about what I heard from the Microsoft conference was how most all these games are coming to PC. So that's great. I mean, that's always great. Other than that, I just want to see how they're going to pull this Scorpio thing off. I hope they do, but I'm going to have to be a little bit of a pessimistic when it comes to this shit, because I don't know. I don't see it happening. They've been struggling with 1080p 30, you know, and all this type of shit. It's like they got the power. Like some of these games that's been coming out, you wonder like, why is it 30 frames when you know these consoles can do more? It's all about the developers, man. Some of these developers are just lazy. You know what I mean? They're not really trying to utilize all the power they have. So, you know, we're going to have to see, man. We're going to have to see what happens, man. We're going to have to see what happens. But best believe that Sony is definitely going to come along with that Neo. I don't know if it's going to be today for E3, but later on this year they're gonna unveil this shit. And Microsoft is claiming this is gonna be the most powerful console ever. So Sony might try to one-up them and maybe add 6.5 teraflops. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, that's all I got. That's my review of the conference. I thought it was cool. I don't have nothing really bad to say about it. It was cool to me. I wasn't really too bored. I was on Twitter and shit like that, so it was cool. But anyway, let me know what y'all think down in the comments section, man. Scorpio, it's coming. Holiday 2017. It's your boy Hard 8, man. I'm gone. Deuces.
Hey! New shoes on the Range Rover, good with mine. Yeah, motherfuckers act like I